Hey, it's Xavier Gonzalez. I've had an epiphany. Search it up. About the MCU. A lot of people have been saying, "Oh, Phase 4 sucks." Honestly, I think it's just fine. Um, it is a bit, I think, just overstuffed. The TV shows are quite hard to keep up with, and sometimes I just look at these new characters like She-Hulk, and I'm like, I ain't watching that. Sorry. I ain't watching that. But I think the TV shows have just become necessary, and they definitely do help. I think the stories. I would say Loki, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, our first three were pretty good. They were pretty good. And I think just TV shows are sometimes necessary for some characters to move forward. And I think it definitely worked for those three. But I realized, why does it feel so weird? Even if the stuff is mostly good, I would say Black Widow and Eternals, those are the ones I didn't care for. Black Widow, just the plot, the whole setting, the whole plot just didn't make sense. And the fact that it took place after Civil War, I think made no sense at all. It felt really weird. And Eternals just kind of boring. Characters are pretty boring. Yeah, it's just a real kind of boring film. We'll say the deviant design was cool. That's about it. Yeah. But I view the rest as pretty good. Yes, including Thor: Love and Thunder. The reason I say that is because I realize the Infinity Saga is gone. It's ended. And Endgame and / Far From Home ended it. And it was just this climactic conclusion. You have like last chapters like Endgame, then you have epilogue Far From Home. So I think Marvel with Phase 4 and now Phase 5 has to build things up again, like they did with Phase 1 and Phase 2. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a real cakewalk as we've seen people in these movies. And I mean, probably from an objective standpoint, it's getting maybe a bit boring. A lot of the times, these Marvel movies don't have the best plots or the best films. I mean, even looking at like Ant-Man's pretty far in there, yet it has Yellow Jacket. So it's like you're like, this is a pretty good movie, but the villain kind of sucks. You get that? I mean, yeah, I guess I can't really think of any examples from Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange had Caecilius and Dormammu, and I love me some I've Come to Bargain, but let's be honest, they're not the greatest villains. But I mean, the Infinity Saga's ended, so they gotta build up to a new threat, and that's what they have been doing, I feel like. Yes, it's a bit underwhelming now, but I think it'll build up to something pretty good, if not as good as Infinity War and Endgame. Because, well, I mean, what can you do? Marvel's back at basically square one. They gotta build up the new big bad after all this. Only difference is now they have a lot of continuity to tie back to and take into account. And I feel like they've done good at that. They've done good, okay? Everyone's been feeling the snap, and even though, in the blimp, and even though it was the main focus of Ant-Man Quantumanium, spoilers, but, I mean, I'm not sure how spoilerly that is, yeah, but there are a few scenes where it is mentioned, or you feel the weight, you feel the impact. So I think that's good. I think Marvel's doing good. Phase 4, Phase 5. I think Phase 6, having all these big Avengers team ups, maybe that's a bit too ambitious. But I mean, we'll see. Okay, we'll see. But basically, Marvel's back at square one. So they just gotta build things up again. Show, hey, what are the old characters doing? Here's new players. Stuff like that. I mean, you don't even know if, like, everybody new is gonna, like, show up in, like, the Avengers, Secret Wars, and Kang Dynasty. Like, do you think, I don't know if Moon Knight's gonna show up. I doubt he is for those movies. So, sometimes it's just about, hey, introducing new stuff, maybe trying to be creative. I haven't seen Werewolf by Night, but if I had to guess, probably those people aren't showing up in the Avengers movie either. Like, yeah. Marvel has ended their first big saga. So now they gotta start a new one. And with that means growing pains. So yeah. That being all said, I still do think, there's probably some stuff that could have fixed, but I don't know. I've been enjoying these, and to be completely honest, you could have just said, hey, MCU's done, we're kind of just gonna make these movies now, kind of gonna do something similar, but don't really worry about it. Don't worry about it as much as that. I mean, I don't know. If Marvel is trying to do the same with their multiverse saga, create another Infinity Saga, I mean, yeah, I'd be a bit concerned. But the Infinity Saga is so good that I'm like, well, that's the end. But there's, of course, aftermath. I mean, you could end a video game. You could end a video game saga, but there's always going to be like, well, what happened the next day? So here's the next day MCU. So, yeah. Maybe objectively Phase 4 actually sucks, but I don't know. I don't know that much about cinema, that much about story to make a good assessment. So, I've enjoyed most of the movies. The TV shows I've watched have been pretty good. So, yeah. Anyway, that's me spieling about Marvel for a few minutes. A lot. A few. Anyway, bye.